Good afternoon, scrotums. Good afternoon, Mr. Cow. Coming up to the end of July, and we're out for another night's camp, hence Pig of Doom. Only coming out for a night though. These foxgloves, look at the size on them. Yeah, lovely. Foxgloves, look. Anyway, so we're back out, just local, above Derwent. Derwent's just down there. We're before the visitor centre. Nowhere near as far up as last time. I'm going slow because I'm going up this stupidly steep hill. And I'm going to camp up in the woods. It's only about literally a mile away from Van. You know, up in the woods. Lovely spot. When there was that monstrous aurora, I think it was in June, I was up in these woods here that night and saw it. Spectacular. So I'm either going to be on the same spot as last time, or I'm going to look at this place a bit more open. If I don't like it, I'll just meander back to where I know's a good spot. I'd much prefer, personally speaking as a person, to camp in the woods rather than up by a river out in the open, because I like the sounds of birds twittering. Here they are, look. That's Derwent Valley, that. So yeah, I like the birds twittering. I'm a woodland person, not a seaside or open person, although that was an absolutely busting campsite on my latest video. Lanshan 2, Wild Camp, Derwent. So yeah, I'm literally going to be about a mile from Van. I'll tell you that, come clean with it. You know, I'm not one of these people that'll pretend that they're miles and miles and miles away from the vehicle that are on YouTube every week because they can't live without the camping. And they give reviews of equipment you should buy, and it's posted to them free of cost, so they feel obliged to say it's good when really it's fucking shit. You know who you are, you're from Sheffield, but he'll never watch my channel, so he's a massive YouTuber, I'm fucking tiny. Still fucking owes me money for that sleeping pad I bought though, you cunt. And your recommendation. I'm a bit angsty today, aren't I? Not anymore. That's one of the little cliffs up on the top of heading to back toes. I'll turn this around. That's one of the little toes over in the distance. Back toes up there. I think that little hill in the distance is back toe. So yeah, And we're just heading up this here path. There's another batch of foxgloves there. Lovely. We're heading up this path here, not far now. Nice woodland that's not been cut down yet. We're going up there. So yeah, it's another night out in the Lanshan too. And really all I'm doing is getting used to pitching it, you know, in different places, routes, uneven ground, all that sort of thing. So when I go away for a big multi-day hike, I'm camping a lot on it, I can see the size of plot that I need to pitch it. And if I'm wasted or it's coming to the end of the evening, I can just chuck it up there. But that comes with practice, knowing the size of the footprint of your tent, including the entrances. I do know how big it is. I'm just not brilliant at picking the actual size of it. So that only comes with practice, so get it done, Scruffy. There's a bee in that foxglove there. I think it was last year. The year before that, so 2 years ago, I went up to Stanage, one of my favourite climbing cliffs, and collected a load of seeds from the foxgloves up on Stanage. Sprinkled them in the muck in my back garden, and they grow for a year, but they don't produce the flower. Then in the second year, they grow a month, you know, the foxglove flower. Biennials, is it? Something like that. So I had in 2 years, last year, I had the length of the garage full of foxgloves from Stanage. Brilliant. Loved them. The only problem is they're really poisonous. You know, they can kill you if you eat the leaves, get the sap on you and you're allergic to the sap. You know, you can come out in, what do you call them, like blisters. They're particularly toxic towards animals, which at the time I didn't know. I thought it was just if you ate them or snapped them off. So we had to put netting around the bottom to stop my little woofers at the time going and sniffing and snorting in there. But yeah, it took 2 years to grow them from Stanage. Big, these like burgundy ones, aren't they? Burgundy and white, I think they were. Brilliant, loved it. Anyway, let me get going. So, Momo, our little wire dachshund, well, she ain't little, she's a year old, year and a few months, and this is her second season. She's just finished her second season, but she thinks she's pregnant. Phantom pregnancy. Oh my goodness. I mean, she's only got stumpy little legs. She's got these massive titties that they are literally half an inch from the ground, not even that, quarter, because she thinks she's having pups. It's her second season. First one went all right. This one, oh dear me. you know. So she's quite funny. She's nesting, being really affectionate. She's got these massive titties. Poor lass. You know. It's funny, but it must be horrible for her. And because that, we've not... If you looked at her, you'd think she's a bit of a fatty. But because of that, my missus says we can't put her on a diet, you know, because it'll throw all the hormones even worse into disarray and all this anyway. So once she gets over that, she'll lose a bit of weight. It's funny. She's a funny dog. But bizarrely, I went out for a walk on Stanage, beginning of this year, and she won't cross any of the little streams that run across the path, you know, not even streams. So I had to pick this fucking dog up, you know. Ooh. And she's a standard, so she's a fair old size. She's got little stumpers, you know. Little trotters. But I think maybe next, we've been talking about it, maybe in next season or the season after that, when she's 2, we might get her mated, have 1 litter, and then get her spayed. Because normally we spay all our dogs, you know, we're not breeders. We don't have dogs for breeding purposes, but I think this time we're going to get a litter out of her, I think. But come time, we might not, you know. It's a lovely wood, this. Sometimes you see deers in it, especially up this side of it. Let me turn the camera around. Yeah, it's quite a thick pine forest, that, on that side and this side actually. More so that side. And for some crazy reason, they've been felling all the trees further up Derwent, and they made such a shit-ass job of it, you know. Just leaving the stumps in. I mean, you can see they're the old stumps from last lot, you know. And it's a really dense woodland, you know. Maybe could do with thinning out, but that's all. Yeah, we're nearly there. We're going to be camping up on this side up here in them woods. Just got a little bit more uphill to do round this corner, and we're there. But it's a lovely spot. When I was on the Hadrian's Wall, walked Hadrian's Wall, one of the first long paths that I did, on the end of the, what was it? I think it was the first day. I did too many miles on the first day. It got really bad blisters. Fucked my feet totally. But I ended up stopping in this wood as thick as that with the Lansham one. So it's got a really small footprint. And It's on the, what do they call them, the circuit, where they used to race chariots along, round and back, and they've got a proper name. I don't think it's circuit, but I camped there, and it's really thick, dense woodland. There's a really old biplane flying about, and I cannot get a picture of it, so I'm gonna get a wriggle on and get further up. I think it's an old tiger moth, one of the two-seaters, but I could be wrong. BE two-way, I think it could be one of them as well. They were a two-seater biplane in World War One. So I'll try and get video of it if it's about. But yes, that was a lovely woodland, dark, dense woodland camp, rather than an open, you know. Can you hear it? Yeah, I think so. That's Win Hill over there. Castleton's up that valley. Kinder. That's Snake Pass. We're going to camp in these woods on the right here. I think that's me there. This little, I'm a bit close to a path though. You can see it fence. And it's open, nice and flat. It's a bit tussocky, but just under that pine there. There's a lot of fucking litter around. Look at this. So it's obviously from people that have camped here. Bottles, plastic bottles, fucking rubbish. There's a big carrier bag of fucking rubbish. Look, down there. So it's obviously from people that have been camping here. That looks a nice spot there, look. Under this here little conker tree, I think it is, isn't it? This little. Keep walking, have a little bit of more of a look. That's a really nice spot, that, but I'm just going to keep walking, check out my other spot, and see which I'm feeling. So it's not far, it's only like 100 metres further up, so I might as well look at it, haven't I, and see. I did like that one though. It's just a little bit open, but my tent's green, no one will see it, even if I pitch it up now and it's 3 o'clock, you know. Oh, there's a jay there. Let's see if I can get a bit closer to it. Fucking not quick enough. But this is why I like woodland. You know, I don't get jays at home. I know where I could go see a flock of them like magpies up at Upcliff Wood Crem. But this is more when you're out, isn't it? I mean, this is fucking stunning little spot here. But past there, you know, I do want a little bit of privacy. I mean, if it was darker and later, I'd just chuck it up there, you know, if I'd what on there, look. In between them foxgloves, that looks lovely. Actually, I think. Is it dry? Oh, there's a big channel running through the fucking middle of it. Bollocks. Right. Now. Shit. I mean, this is part of it, isn't it? You know, I know where I could go just over there in about 100 metres, 50 metres. Pitch tent, be happy as a pig in poo. But I want to find somewhere. Like in there, that little grove there, look. Clean it up a bit. And put you away. See, that's where I was last time. Little fire ring. There was loads of crap along here and I cleaned all this out. What do you think, people? I've plumbed for this spot here. Back in that first little area, there's another nice spot there. There's an hole right in the middle of where my tent would be. I think it's here somewhere. There. About here, actually. Oh, hey. Now I'm going to go there where my sack is. Happy days. Found the pitch. I'll clean all this shit up in the morning. I shouldn't have to, but I will do. Well, the miracle of time, the next clip will be with the tent up. So there we are. Pitch. Better than last time. Lanshan 2. 3 FUL. And it took 5 minutes to put up. Not long at all. This is a brilliant tent. pitched the poles at, you can't see on that, the just over 125. Can you see? I think they're on the other side. Just above 125 because the ground's that soft because it's trekking pole. I've lost the length of the spike, so even though I've set them at like, I don't know, 128, it's sat at about the height 125 because they've both gone in really deep in this nice loamy soil. That's me carbon fibre. It's just a tent, you know, one of them tent spares. I've just put that bit of duct tape round there first. I was going to cut a groove in there, but I ain't got round to it this week. But I am going to. That'll lift it higher to go down. And I've brought some thicker reflective guy ropes. So I'm going to swap these little red ones out in a bit and put them in. No reason really that you need to, but yeah, blends in really well. Let's go over here. And I'll show it front path. You can hardly see it. You can just see them two black ends. You can't really see tent. I was going to put it here. I thought, stuff it, I'll put it there. So yeah, Lanshan 2. Brilliant. I'm impressed. Again. Get me shit in it. So get me shit in it and get a brew on. So that's the fence. You have to, you can see it, I suppose, but not particularly well. And if you was walking on path, you wouldn't see that. So even if we come here in this right open section, you know, yeah, you can see it. The path's only there, other side of that fence, so you probably wouldn't see it. Yeah, so you probably wouldn't see it, to be honest. And if it were me, I could fucking camp in that open spot over there. If it was late, I'd park on the other side of the fence, you know. But we've been watching this bloke from near us, and he's new to camping and wild camping. It's just not camping on a campsite. But anyway, he's got a few problems, but everybody's got a few problems. But he seems really twitched up about camping on his own and getting caught, and you're not allowed to do it. Oh my God, and you know, and rangers are going to get me and all this, that and the other. You know, as long as you're not dropping all this shit about, what's the problem? someone could come and move me off. If they're polite and nice, yeah, I'll move. If not, they're going to be here till 6 o'clock in the morning waiting for me to move. And no one's going to do that. So Bob's out again, doing his job. He got a bit covered with clouds earlier, but he's fucked them off. And Bob's out, which is good. It's a little bit midgy, but there's no wind. I mean, even on the path there's no wind, so you're going to have them everywhere. Just watching this little spider blow about in the breeze here, waiting for a latch point. But yeah, brew time. So that's up snake. Top of kinder there. That's Winnets. Up that way. I was looking back to where we come from. The snake passes in bottom here. There it is. You won't notice that though. Just got to get a brew going. Good effort, Bob. Keep it up, son. I don't mind if anyone walks past. No. Fuck it. I found it's best to keep all your shit in one place. If you're like me. Because you'll lose it. Little grasshopper. Well, I'm pissed that. 2 packets. Oh, Nigel, you won't sleep tonight. Watch me. Get out of it. Not near your feet. Cheers. Bit warm. Oh, good effort, Bob. You deserve a pay rise. Got some licorice, what do you call them? Licorice all sorts, but they're wonkies. For my birthday. Hope I'm having them. So for tonight's tea, we've got a boil in the bag, decathlon, 426 calories. So if I'm out walking a long distance, I normally have something with it. Gluten-free, all that sort of stuff. 10 minutes. Let's get it in our musters. Now, I think these are one of the best cheap dehydrated meals, the decathlon curries. I know there looks to be a lot of midges about, but I put DEET on my face, my hands. I have these regular. They're really good. So, another brew, happy tea. Good night, folks. One morning, fabulous night's sleep. Woke up about 6 o'clock. There was a sheep nibbling me guy rope. Shoot that off. Went straight back to sleep. Didn't set an alarm like Mrs. P told me not to. Sun's out. Bob's doing his job. And happy days. Good, thanks for turning up, Bob. See you later when I've packed everything up and had me brew. So there we go. That's me. Idiot check, not left anything. I'm even leaving it in a better condition than I found it in. Because I'm a big bag of rubbish. So I've got someone else's rubbish. And I'm Mothman's. Lovely night out. Lovely camp. Leave it better than you find it, if you can. That's what I'm doing. There's obviously some fucking kids that have done it, because a grown-up wouldn't leave all this shit about, would they? They'd take it with them, but you never know. I'm going to leave it here and see you all in the next one. Have a good time.